Hey everybody, Edo here, and what another exciting year for Pencil First Games. Like I've done each year, this is going to be the look back at the previous year and the look forward at the next, so I am super excited. Well, in 2023, the first thing we released was Maul Peak. This was the standalone expansion to Skull Hollow, and this is a two-player asymmetric game where one player is playing a group of grizzly bears versus a bunch of gigantic guardians. And we had the Kickstarter, and then we had our main retail release of Maul Peak. We have Runes and Ruins. This is a small little solo narrative adventure. You can do that links with the game, and of course we also had the little mini expansion. These two can be found at pencilfirstgames.com, and it's been awesome. Lots of folks have playing. Huge thanks to the Kickstarter backers that made this possible, but awesome, very excited about this whole space. This is in the world of Boar, and we are going to have more to talk about for next year. I'll get to that part later. So we released Maul Peak. Then almost the next month, we released another expansion, this one for the 100 Torii Diverging Paths. Now, this was not standalone. You needed the base game, but it also has two little mini expansions as well. But this is just another fantastic take on Torii, expanding it, a bunch of different shrines that you can integrate into your core game, Vincent Dutrait art, Scott Caputo design, really amazing stuff. Super excited. With this game, we also released this small sort of collector's edition of Hanafuda. If you're not familiar with Hanafuda, this is the small traditional Japanese game, and it's based on a deck of cards and how you play. We really spent a lot of time thinking about it and trying to be as authentic as possible. Also, incredible art by Vincent Dutrait, real special edition here, and a little surprise I'm about to talk about for this one. But so these were the three titles we released, all available, and it's just been super exciting. And again, really on the back of Kickstarter and support and fans of the games that we're doing. One of the things that we've been doing this year has really been focusing on product quality, so spending more time play testing, refining, reviewing product as we move it through the pipe, and I think it's been really great. And we started with these titles and more on the ones that I'll be talking about shortly. But so these were all the ones that were released. We did have one Kickstarter this year. It was for the Siblings Trouble Expanded Deluxe Edition. This is one of Pencil First Games' original titles. It's a card-driven storytelling game where you are playing one of numerous siblings, danger, adventure, mischief, mayhem, chance, and going on adventure. So we expanded it, updated the box. We do have a expansion if you have the original, or this is sort of a standalone double take. This is what will go to retail, so if you get this, you'll get both. It was a very modest campaign, but it funded, excited, and thrilled to be bringing this to retail probably early next year. Given our tracking, we got to get it to backers and stuff, but I wouldn't be surprised if we're in April, May type of time frame for these titles. More to come, of course. And then that was the Kickstarter, and so coming up, I'll be putting this video out on YouTube, but it'll also be announced in our newsletter. If you don't have our newsletter, I'll have a link below, but we're going to be doing a bunch of holiday-type sales like anyone else does on their website. But one of the neat things that we're doing is we have a super limited edition red Hanafuda deck. Now, the original that I had mentioned had a black back. This has a red back. They're identical other than the backs of the cards, but for those who are really into Hanafuda, it's super neat to have your black edition and the red edition, and so we wanted to make sure this. We only printed I think we printed a total of 250 copies of this, and I think maybe we're going to have 225 available total. But so it's going to be super exclusive from our store, part of our holiday plan, and it was just like a neat, fun thing we wanted to do. Next to that main edition. So if you really love what we did with the first, the main one, and you're like a big collector, this is super neat with the red backs. So those are the products for this year. Next year, 2024, we have some really fun things going on. So right at the start of the year, tracking maybe January or February, we should have our Kickstarter campaign for Sunrise at the Studio. That's the pottery game that we're working on with Steve Finn, Herbaceous, Floriferous, Delicious, Sunset Over Water, all of those titles I did with Steve, and the pottery game is really a whole lot of fun. It's drafting, set collection, and it moves really quick, zippy, beautiful. Laura Bevan, that's a French pronunciation I do not do well, just did fantastic art for that title, and we are thrilled. So we have that. Then we have Snowfall Over Mountains. It's going to be in the same campaign. This is with Scott Caputo. This is a single-player tiling game, which is a specialty, about wandering the wilderness and just exploring the area, the freshly laid snow around your cabin. Super pretty as well. And then thirdly, we'll have Floriferous Pocket Edition in that campaign. So our major nature line update for those three games. Sunrise at the Studio, Snowfall Over Mountains, and Floriferous Pocket Edition. That'll be in the beginning of the year. Hopefully that'll hit retail towards the end. And then if all goes well, we should have a couple other titles. Things that are in the work are, we have the next title in the Skullcall Maul Peak line. That's been in development, coming along. Super excited. Will it Kickstarter next year? I don't know. That might be a little bit tight, but really moving along. And then we have a couple other games in the works. One is a mid-sized game in the nature line that I'm working on with Roberta Taylor and Catherine Waddell, fantastic artist. She actually did Gem Pack Cards, a throwback to Pencil First Games days of yore, or early days, or however you want to say it. And then another title with Steve Finn, which I'm super excited about. So lots in motion. We're going a little bit slower. There are a lot of things going on, but one of the things that we've been really focused on is the quality of the products, taking the time with each step. We're also looking to attend more conventions this coming year and have a little bit more visibility. So super excited, thrilled to do both games that tie to existing titles and existing sort of lines that we're working on, and new ones, and hopefully you're as excited as I am. Definitely check the newsletter and review for some of the upcoming sales and promos. I think we're doing a nice release for the holiday, including this very limited edition set. But overall, again, thank you so much. The support and whether it's, not everyone's a Kickstarter backer, but at retail, at Kickstarter, on forums, on the web, it's all super appreciated. So thanks a lot.